Datta, this is Jyoti Patel. She's one of our head trainers at the Skill Development Center. Jyoti, your position is perfect because you've got the whole beetroot raita ka recipe behind you.
Yeah, it's like,
Uh,
okay.
So yeah, you look like a teacher with a board behind you.
Good.
Datta, Jyoti handles our training center, so you can ask her the questions about how we train our team members, the process that we follow.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so
Thank
much, Jyoti.
you.
Thank you. We'll chat
Yeah,
later on WhatsApp or whatever. I have to
sure.
go now. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
thank
Thank
you.
you so
Bye.
much. Bye.
Bye. Hi,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You've been, how long have you been with the training center?
Yeah, so I would say with YCT, it's almost now completed more than 2 years.
Okay.
And I have been in this training department of ICT from, yeah, past 2 years.
So before joining the Yash Charitable Trust, were you working somewhere else as a trainer too? Or
No, so I had just completed my special education course,
okay.
and then this was my first job,
Okay.
and it's still there.
So, so how are you liking it here? Is it fun in like interacting?
Yeah, so I would say when we look out for job, it is like, the job satisfaction that motivates you to keep on going. So here, I'm interested in this field, working with the adults, special adults, and children.
Mhm.
So that is one thing that keeps me highly motivated. And also, working here, it's like a learning process. It's never ending. You keep on coming up across with some new individuals, with new adults. You learn something from them, and we keep on trying something new, trial and error. So it's interesting and motivating because it's always learning happening along with us training the adults.
Okay.
So
So,
yeah.
yeah. How do you start? Like, when somebody joins the training center, what's the first thing you start with?
So, so we called SDC as the entrance to YCT for the ones who are looking out for, jobs at cafe or the kitchen. So when someone new joins, our first initial step is to have a interview. Now that interview is just a discussion along where it's me, it's Sushma ma'am, and it's the adult and their parents having a short discussion about it's just like an interview where we get to know about the adult, like from them themselves, of what they have been doing, what they like to do, and from the parents of what are the expectations, what are the goals they are looking forward to if they are planning the adult to join. And for us, we get a chance to have a brief discussion about what is SDC. So that's the initial stage where we have this interview where
So,
the individual and
um,
yeah.
so is it necessary that the person who comes at the training center
Yeah.
should be interested in working in a cafe, like in the hospitality sector, or not necessary?
No, no. So we have got team members and adults who joined who had never entered the kitchen or who never knew any of these F&B skills or worked in it. But still, they chose this place to try it out. If they were, if there would be any interest that would be created in them, and then we decide. So what happens is when we have this interview, after that we have a 10 days trial period where the individual comes and attends the training, what's happening, and then it's their decision to decide if they would like to continue after that trial period or if they want to stop it there itself. So that's, I guess, a fair chance given to them to decide if even they would be interested in doing it or not.
So, I think I could not understand is it a general training? Like, do you train individuals to go work in any organization, or it's specific to F&B?
So it's specific to F&B.
Okay.
Like we have a set curriculum which we have made after seeing the skills which are required on job, mostly at the cafe and the kitchen. But also, if we have any vacancies, if we find any vacancies outside,
Mm-hmm.
because we have an employment cell working towards finding job out of YCT, and
Right.
if we find that there are any vacancies and someone might be potential to work over there,
Then,
then we train them according to the skills required at that particular place or for that role.
okay. So, can you share maybe one or two methods that you use to teach these individuals?
So here everything. So even what when we teach, there are two broad things, like two broad aspects. That is, one is the hard skill. That is all cutting, chopping, and all of those, like recipe on hand, like hands-on skills.
Mm-hmm.
And for those, we mostly start with first showing a demonstration of how it's to be done, then giving them that opportunity or that chance to practice. And in that practice also we see, because everyone joining here is different, so someone might need like hand on hand training, where someone might just need that verbal thing to just tell them what to do and they will follow. So here it completely, our strategies completely depend upon the individual. So that's quite we do for the hard skills. And soft skills are mostly like the behavior part of how would you work in as a team, or how skills like communication, because those are also something very much important. So to teach these skills, we mainly do is role play or create such situations where these soft skills would be required, where, because soft skills are something where we cannot just make them sit and give them a lecture about soft skills and they learn it. So it's more of we trainers demonstrating it, doing some role play, and then them observing of what are we doing in that situation so they can follow it. So everything happens very much in practical, like practical way.
Okay. So, how long, is there a specific time period in which they have to complete their training?
So we have kept a time period of a year, but now we realize that everyone coming here, there might be someone who has never stepped in the kitchen. So yeah, he might take a little longer to complete this course, this training. But there have also been people who have already worked in the kitchen, helped their parents, mothers, and also they are quite skilled. So someone have completed their training in like 6 months, whereas someone might take 8 months. So it completely depends on their pace of learning those skills. But as of now, that 1 month is something, 1 year is something, sorry, we have kept.
That in 1 year they have to complete their
Yeah.
training.
So, yeah. So 1 year is kind of target for us to complete that training along with them.
But so after they complete the training, there is not always guaranteed, right, that there will be a job at the cafe.
Yes.
So then what do they? So do you have like tie-ups with other places where these individuals could be employed?
So right now there hasn't been any situation where it's like 1 year done and we don't have any placement. But just to overcome that challenge of they done with the training and we don't have any placement, we are coming up with new areas of baking. So there's something or the other which we keep on coming up with. That is a new skill which they would learn further if there is no job placement.
Okay. One question is, how would you put like a normal person
Yeah.
and this differently able individuals? So, are they at par in terms of working in the kitchen, in the cafe, or say if I have a cafe and I want to employ one of your trainees, then
Yeah.
what? And my cafe is not the one which only has differently abled individuals. Like it's a normal cafe. So then, what
Correct.
precautions or what special care would I need to be providing them?
So one thing would be it would be more of the staff to be sensitized about the person they would be working with is a special adult. So
Okay.
in this, we have seen that our individuals are good in picking up skills. So one, they might take time to learn something, But once they learn, they don't really unlearn that, so that stays with them. So it would be like, even if you want someone to work in a cafe, there are some strategies which we follow is when we are interacting with the adults. Even we have, we had that sensitization program with our staff. We keep on having that. Even when they are working with the adults, the instructions given should be short and up to the point, rather than giving them 2 3 instructions at a time. Then the task which we want them to do should be very much specifically mentioned, so they are aware of what is expected from them. So these are, I think, something very basic things that we would also do it along with our normal staff.
Yeah. And then how sensitive are these people? So because in my cafe, they wouldn't be alone, right? There will be
Yeah.
other. So in terms of instructions and in terms of the higher management behavior, you said. But then how about the co-workers? Like, do co-workers also need to take any precautions? Because there will be, I will if I employ a person in the kitchen, there will be 10 other people in the kitchen. So how does
Yeah.
this individual behave with, or is the person very sensitive to things?
So what we do that in this training is, along with, like when I spoke about the soft skills, it is our first main skill in that is following instructions. So here itself we start with that training of following instructions, working with your co-members and team with whom they would be working with. So we do prepare our adults for the scenario where they would be working somewhere out with different people. So
Okay.
they need to be flexible in working along, and the same is
No, I mean,
expected
there's
from a normal staff. Yeah.
even socially, they get used to it. I mean, work-wise, I know that when you are in the
Yes.
kitchen or when you are making a dish, then yes, they are following the instructions, they're doing it all
Correct.
right. But then, say after work hours, if there is a social get together or there is a in between break, and have you
Yeah.
socialize with your coworkers? Do you train? Uh,
Yes. So yes, along with the counselors and us, we do have those. So that training wouldn't be like, sitting together and giving lectures, as I said, but we try to have those socializing parts and pieces happening in the day-to-day work. For example, I would say it's there in our schedule also, that we have circle times
mhm.
where we just sit, like the staff, the team members, just sitting and having a chat about how was your day, what did you do. So here they are somewhere learning to have communication, to be social, as well as they are learning those boundaries of what are the things I can ask, or what are the things that are personal or private which I shouldn't be asking. So all of those soft skills are very much given more importance to, because at the end of the day we had learned that hard skills like cutting, chopping, they would learn with the time,
Right.
but these soft skills require a lot of practice, like
And
creating those situations.
even the person who is wanting to employ them will need to
Yeah.
tell his other employees that I'm employing a differently abled person, so you
Correct.
need to be sensitive around that
Yes.
person.
So when we had some placements placed at Soho House and somewhere else out, there was a sensitization program that happened along with the staff, telling them about the individual, his difficulties and his strength, his difficulties, and what are the tricks and tips or suggestions that they need to follow while working along with him or
Okay.
along with them.
Alright. Okay. So, ma'am, any message that you would want to give for our viewers, or anything that can
Uh,
help them uh, understand these individuals better?
so yeah, we have. So when I saw so this was my first place of work, and also I would say this was the first time I was actually working with adults. Whereas in my course, I have done mostly what I've worked is with the children. So where independent decisions and all of that was quite, you know, was in my mind. I thought that wasn't really possible. But when I see here that happening, that they can achieve a lot if
Mhm.
that support is provided, they are empowered. So I guess the message would be we should accept them, And more than that, we should support them. They don't really need our sympathy, but it should be more of the empathy that they are looking out
Or
for or they
looking
need.
at. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for chatting with me. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Okay. Hi, Nikhil.
Hello, madam. Yes.
So I'm going to record our conversation. Is that okay with you?
Okay.
Okay. So, can you tell our viewers what you do at cafe?
My name is Nikhil Sharma.
Hmm?
I'm a counter assistant in cafe. I take the orders and do the bank work.
So, do you like working at the cafe?
Yes.
What do you like most in the cafe?
The most in the cafe I like is taking orders.
Taking orders from customers?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ashita ma'am told me that you like Hindu mythology. Is that right?
Yes, I like Hindu mythology.
Okay, so can you share with me which is your favorite story?
My favorite story is Ramayana story.
Ramayana story. Okay, I have a trick question for you. Tell me why Ramayana is your favorite story and not any other story.
Ramayana story is my favorite. No, also my favorite story. But Ramayana story is a very story because it has sacrifice
Hmm?
and reuniting with brothers.
Reuniting. And who is your favorite character in the story?
Lord Ram
Lord
and
Ram.
Lord Hanuman.
And Lord
Hanuman.
Hanuman. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Nikhil, for talking to me.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Did Ashita ma'am told you why I am interviewing you?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. No.
So then you asked me, right? Why am I talking to you all this?
Uh, why are you interviewing me? Please tell me.
Okay. So I have this chat show and I'm going to showcase Café Arpan in that chat show. And that chat show is called as Gosti. So that's why I'm interviewing some of the team members of your cafe.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Nikhil.
Welcome. Thank you for taking my interview.
No, thank you so much.
So thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you, madam.
Okay. Datta, just 2 minutes, huh? She's just coming. She was just
Yes.
making some.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Datta, this is Prajakta. Prajakta would prefer it if you spoke to her in Hindi. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
Comfortable in Hindi and Marathi.
Okay. Hi, Prajakta.
हाय
कैसे हो आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ आप कैसे हो
मैं भी ठीक हूँ। अच्छा, आज आपका ट्रैवल कैसा रहा? आप मेट्रो से आते हो ना? लोकल से आते हो कि मेट्रो से आते हो?
लोकल से
लोकल से। तो कैसा रहा आपका ट्रेन का ट्रैवल? अच्छा था?
हाँ अच्छा था
अच्छा, मुझे कुछ टिप्स दोगे क्या? मैं जब मुंबई में थी ना, तो मेरे को लोकल में ट्रैवल करना बिल्कुल भी नहीं आता है। तब मेरे को बताओ, आप कितना घंटे ट्रैवल करते हो लोकल में? कितना?
मैं नॉट आइडिया
2 घंटे
2 घंटे
2 घंटे मतलब कैफे आने के लिए आपको 2 घंटे लग जाते हैं?
यस यस
बाप रे! तो
आप
आप
कहाँ पे रहते हो
हाँ?
आप कहाँ पे रहते हो
मैं तो अभी सूरत में हूँ, लेकिन मैं जब मुंबई में थी ना, तो मुझे लोकल में ट्रैवल करना समझ में ही नहीं आता था कि कैसे ट्रैवल करना। आप मुझे कुछ बताओ कैसे करते हैं लोकल में ट्रैवल? कुछ टिप्स दो।
Done? So Datta, the question I had asked her to think about was how she travels. So can she just tell you
Yes,
that?
yes, yeah. I mean, that's
Just
exactly.
she travel करते. कोणी शिकवलं तुला सगळं?
हाय नमस्कार, मैं प्राजक्ता बोल रही हूँ। मुझे मेरे पापा ने मुझे मेरे पापा ने और मेरे भाई ने ट्रैवल करना सिखाया। मेरे पापा मुझे मेरे पापा ने नहीं मुझे छोड़ने और लेने मेरे पापा आते थे। मेरे पापा ने मुझे टिकट पढ़ना और इंडिकेटर देखना ये सिखाया। और मुझे मेरे भाई ने इंडिकेटर पढ़ना और टिकट लिखाना सिखाया। मुझे भाई मेरे को फॉलो करता था और और मुझे ट्रैक भी करता था। इस प्रकार मैं ट्रैवल करना सीख गई।
अच्छा, और अगर मान लो स्टेशन पे कैसे उतरती हो आप? कौन सा स्टेशन आया ये कैसे पता चलता है?
इंडिकेटर देख के।
इंडिकेटर से समझ में आ जाता है?
हाँ, तो गाड़ी विरार की होती है तो वो दिखते हैं और हम किधर उतरने वाले ये सब देखे हम
समझ में
गाड़ी
आता
में।
है। अच्छा अच्छा, आप मुझे मराठी के 1-2 सेंटेंसेस सिखाओगे?
ठीक है। मला कॅफे अर्पण खूप आवडतं। इकडचे टीचर मला खूप समजून आणि खूप मदत करतात आणि मला इकडे खूप सारे मैत्रिणी आणि मॅम्स खूप सारे भेटले.
खूप सगळे
But
भेटले.
प्राजक्ता, तिला शिकवायला तुला ट्रान्सलेट करायचं तर
अच्छा, मला
पहिला
तुम्ही बेवरेज मेकर आहे ना? यू आर बेवरेज मेकर, राइट? तो मुझे सिखाओ कि मुझे तुमसे चाय मांगनी हो कि मैं कैफे में आई और मुझे चाय चाहिए तो मैं कैसे मांगू? चाय कैसे मांगना कैसे होता है चाय का?
मराठी में
हाँ, मराठी में।
मला चाय द्या.
मला चाय द्या.
हाँ.
ओके.
मला गरम चाय द्या.
मला गरम चाय द्या. ओके. ओके, दैट इज गुड. अच्छा, और कुछ सिखाओ मुझे, और कोई एक आध सेंटेंस सिखाओ. जैसे मुझे पूछना है कि आप कैसे हो? आज आपका दिन कैसा था? तो ऐसे
आज मैं बहुत थक गई हूँ और
नहीं, नहीं, मला
आज मी खूप थकली आहे आणि माझा दिवस पण खूप चांगला गेलाय.
नहीं, अगर मुझे मराठी में ऐसे पूछना हो आपसे, है ना? जो मैंने आपसे पूछा ना अभी कि आपका दिन कैसा था, उसको मराठी में कैसे पूछते हैं?
माझा दिवस खूप
तुझा दिवस कसा होता?
तुझा दिवस कसा होता?
तुझा दिवस कसा होता असं विचारतात?
हाँ.
ओके.
तुमचा दिवस कसा होता?
तुमचा दिवस कसा? अच्छा, ठीक है. अच्छा, तुम मुझसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हो?
नो.
नो, बात नहीं करना चाहते हो मुझसे?
आप
तिचं नाव दत्ता आहे. ती काही पण विचार तिला. काय मनात असेल.
तुम्ही आज काय केलं?
नहीं, आज क्या नहीं किया. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. मैं सुबह से प्रिपरेशन कर रही हूँ कि तुम लोगों का इंटरव्यू कैसे लेना है, क्या बात करूंगी मैं तुम लोगों से, तुम लोग मुझसे बात करोगे या नहीं करोगे. मैं कब से यही सोच रही हूँ और मना भी कर दिया तुमने कि नहीं मुझे नहीं बात करना है.
सॉरी.
एक्चुअली प्राजक्ता, दत्ता जी को बोलो क्यों आप बिजी हो ना, कितने कस्टमर है नीचे. बोलो आप क्या बना रहे थे जब मैंने आपको डिस्टर्ब किया.
मैं बेरी ब्लास्ट बनाने वाली थी तब तक मैम ने मुझे बुला दिया.
क्या बना रहे थे आप?
बेरी ब्लास्ट.
बेरी ब्लास्ट. ओके.
बेरी ब्लास्ट क्या है? बेरी ब्लास्ट
बेरी ब्लास्ट एक ड्रिंक जूस टाइप.
ओके, ठीक है. तो फिर आप जाओ, मैं आपका ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लूँगी, ठीक है? थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस कन्वर्सेशन. बाय.
बाय.
So that's Pratik, that's Miss Datta.
Hi.
She's just going to have a conversation with you, okay?
Yes.
Pratik,
So, Pratik, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, Ashita ma'am gave me permission, so we'll do an activity together. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, so what do you do at the cafe?
I'm a counter assistant, and plus I go for dabba delivery.
You go for, so do you take orders on phone as well?
Yes, I do take orders.
Okay, so the activity I want to do is I'm a customer and I call
Okay.
you. I'm calling you, right? Saying that,
Okay.
hello Pratik, I want to order a sandwich, but I don't know
Oh,
what is in your menu. Matlab, I have no idea of the menu of Cafe Arpan. So how will you help me doing that? Can you help me place an order?
on the phone.
Yes, on the phone. So I'm just calling you right now, right? So this is our activity. So say I've just called
Okay.
you and I'm asking you that Pratik, I want to order a sandwich, but I don't know what is on your menu. So how would you, can you help me place an order? What will you tell me?
Uh, that there are various other sandwiches like there's an airport wala sandwich, garden fresh sandwich, Bombay grill sandwich.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's it.
So there are three sandwiches.
Spinach corn sandwich, spinach corn mushroom sandwich,
Okay. Which
paneer
was,
grilled sandwich.
huh? Paneer grill sandwich.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Tell us how we make our sandwiches with what bread and where is that bread made?
And we make our these sandwiches apart uh, apart from Bombay Grill. All other sandwiches are made in focaccia bread.
all the sandwiches are made in focaccia bread. Just
Not
Bombay
all,
Grill.
only
Just Bombay Grill is
not,
not.
not made in focaccia bread.
Okay. Okay. And so with the sandwich, do you give any sides? Are there any sides with sandwich that come like chips or
No,
drink? No. Just the
no,
sandwich?
you have to order separately.
Okay.
Yes, just a sandwich. All that chips drink you have to order it separately.
Okay. So which was the first sandwich you said? I forget the name. What was the name of that sandwich?
Or airport
Air,
wala sandwich.
Airport wala. That name sounds really good. What does it have? Can you tell me?
It has a cucumber, tomato.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wait, airport wala sandwich? No, and Datta, that's he won't know what's in the sandwich
Okay.
because he's not making. But hopefully, he can tell you the price of the sandwich.
Oh yes, I should have
You know,
asked that. I
price of
forgot.
airport wala
So how? What is the
Yes,
cost of airport wala sandwich?
the cost of airport wala sandwich is 150.
150. Okay, so can you take my order now? Can you place an order for me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pratik. Okay, okay, so that was our activity. We are done with that, and that was amazing. So you do photography. Do you like photography or do you do photography?
I like photography.
Did you take pictures as well or no? You just
I can take pictures.
you
Tell her what
and
camera. You had a camera, no? Like a
Yes,
proper camera. Tell her about that
I
camera.
I have Canon 600D.
wow. Okay, so I have a magazine. I publish a magazine. And can you send me a photograph of yours, like a photograph that you have taken, a picture that you have taken, so that I can include it in my magazine? Can you share a photograph with me
Uh,
for publishing?
She's offering to publish your photograph in her magazine.
But I don't have any such photographs, ma'am.
Of course you do. You take so many pictures. You can send her
Arey,
anything you want.
whatever, I mean, pictures that you have
Whatever
taken,
pictures
now
you
select
want.
a favorite picture. Your favorite picture, you'll have a favorite picture. Now, if you have taken 10 pictures, you'll have at least one favorite, two favorite.
Yes.
Yes.
What? You're not excited, Datta? Then I don't think you should surprise him.
So that's
Yes.
why, I mean, I was so excited that I'm going to give you this surprise.
I think it's not. I think it's not registering right now. I'll explain it to him.
Did you get what I said?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, so I'm saying is I have a surprise because we did that activity, right? You played that activity with me, and so
Yes.
that's why I was very happy, and I'm giving you a surprise. And the surprise is that I have a magazine. I publish a magazine, and in that magazine I regularly publish photographs. So I want to publish a photograph that you have taken.
Okay.
Isn't that great? Would
Yeah,
you like?
great.
Wouldn't you
Great.
like,
Yes.
right, if your photograph is published?
Thank you. Yes.
Yes. So you have to do is select one of your favorite photographs
Okay.
and then share it with Ashita ma'am, and she will send it to me.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Sure.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. You too.